What's up, Reno Rose? Welcome to your week two video. I am joined by Ari, and I guess I got to start off by saying, Ari, welcome the fuck back.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me back. It's a pleasure.
Cool. All right, Ari, what was your hiatus? Was it a year or 2 years? I can't remember.
Bro, I think it might have been maybe 3 years, but I think I'd lost 2 seasons in a row. And I was like, you know what? I don't care about the money, man. I can't dance. I don't have any dance moves. So I'm not trying to get last. That's the goal, bro.
Yes, yes, that is the point. Actually brings up a good kind of topic of conversation. We haven't proposed this in the chat yet, but obviously, as we all are elated to be reminded that Kuzi is our current reigning last place champ. Now, obviously, normally we do require a music video, which comes out. It seems to be the history that it just comes out sometime mid-season when the people finally get around to making it. But Kuzi, this being his second last place ever, he wants to change it up, and so he is proposing to run a beer mile. Of course, we'll film it, and he will run the beer mile in a costume of the league's choice. So actually, pretty soon you're going to be seeing.
Giant penis?
What's that?
Nothing. Giant penis. I said giant penis.
Yes,
Costume.
something like that. Yes. And so pretty soon, Reno Bros, you'll be seeing probably a poll as to whether or not we accept this or not. I'm inclined to accept it. Let's change it up. Watch Kuzi run a mile while drunk in a potentially in a penis costume. So I don't know, Ari, what your thoughts on that are. Does that sound better than a music video?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good to have options. So that's a good option.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you may be seeing that poll come through. Thanks for kind of that nice segue. But let's talk about that's last year. Let's talk about this year. Week one is in the books. So exciting. You get to find out who picked right, who picked wrong.
Yeah,
Obviously.
at least for the first week.
Yeah, the first week is always so nuts. I sat on the couch and watched pretty much all of Red Zone from like 10 a.m. till probably just before 4 when I finally got
Ugh.
myself off the couch. But Ari, what were your takeaways from week one? Anything of note for you?
I'm a little biased, but honestly, I think the Niners look fucking amazing, dude. Yeah, they looked really good. I love the people's tight end. He didn't have that much of an impact in the game, but honestly, the defense came through. They got one interception at least, and then yeah, I mean, I'm just super hyped on them. Hopefully, getting to the championship and just Big Cock Brock just bringing it home this time.
Finally getting over that hump. Dude, I want nothing more. And this feels like the year to do it, right? Brock's
Yeah,
cheap, $900,000 a year. He's due for a
yeah,
60 times pay increase.
it's crazy, dude. It's crazy
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Well, it's wild with scoring. Obviously we added like the bonuses for first downs, 6 point passing touchdowns. So the scores were kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely some higher scoring. And Jesse was very keen to point out that he was the last team noted in the Chubb rankings that Reverse Chubb goes for the highest score in week one, as
I
is
know, man.
tradition. So yeah.
198, bro. He came to play today.
Yeah,
He came to
dude,
play.
we never get it right. How'd your week go? I forget who did you win
Yeah,
your
I was
matchup?
playing Jesse that weekend.
Oh, so you just met the buzzsaw himself.
Yeah, he ruined me, man. Even though Jordan Love is injured, he still had some good points against me. Josh Allen looked amazing. Stevenson is coming out. He came out of nowhere. His tight ends need a little bit of work, but honestly, I think he's got a good team. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah, Jesse's team looks tough. Kuzi had a good matchup too. Put up 160. Votsky putting up 168. That's not
Hmm.
bad. Both of those guys were, at least in my rankings, a little on the higher end. So got a couple
Hmm.
of them right. Also, can't miss Junior putting up 175.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see because like all the projections going in were like 180, 190 even. But
Yeah.
like
A lot of the teams.
right? There are a couple teams projected 200, and our highest score was 198. So it'll be interesting to see if some of these projections come down or it was just a low scoring week, just in general. That'll
Yeah.
definitely be interesting to see.
Hmm.
This new scoring is also going to totally fuck with like the league history because it keeps like the highest scores ever. So we're all just
Hmm.
gonna freaking. I'm sure that all the records are going to be rewritten this year,
Definitely.
which will be interesting. But so it goes. All right. Anything else you want to talk about in week one?
Um, yeah, I want to talk about your game. It was actually pretty close,
Yeah, yeah, dude. Connor was
161,
bearing
151.
down.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I like Connor's Stroud boys. I love CJ Stroud. I think he's like one of my new favorite QBs, but he's also got the people's tight end. Worthy for KZ played well, even though Rice led the Chiefs in he looked like their number one. So I'm happy that you have him. He's playing pretty good. Nico Collins, uh, Bijan looked really good. Yeah, I think it was a really close game for you guys, but yeah, uh,
Yeah, yeah. My
I'm
team
not
did
looking for the
solid.
three peats. I don't want the
Yeah,
three
I
peats
know.
for you, but hey, congrats on your win.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, no, Rice looks good. Looks like the next Michael Thomas running all those slants out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got to work on flex and maybe see if I can get a tight end that can get more than two receptions.
you
But
should talk to Alex.
yeah, yeah, Alex is trade happy, but sometimes his prices are unreasonable. So just have to
Yeah,
just have to negotiate that one a little.
yeah, he's got three badass tight ends, and Bowers, the one that was sitting on his bench, is the one that actually popped off for
Yeah, tight end was really weird this week. I mean,
him.
what's his name? I mean, likely obviously goes off on everybody's bench.
Yeah,
And then after that, it was just kind of garbage. There was the
yeah.
couple that got touchdowns, and that was it. So yeah,
Hmm.
tight end was weird. See if it bounces back. But that's week one. Let's look forward, Ari, to week two, and we are going to we're gonna play the pick'em game again. And so obviously we're not going to do Chubb rankings every week. We are going to do the pick'em on these off weeks. So I have a blank screen here. I hope that's showing. A little recap of last year's. I kind of won the pick'em. The final score was 7-4. But I
Hmm.
did miss. I never got Jesse and I never got Dave in the video. So one of those two would have been playing the pick'em. So there's at least the potential for a comeback there and a guest. So call it a win with an asterisk for me last year. See if the guests can come back this year. Real quick before we get into it, I'll re-explain the scoring. We're each going to pick a lock, an upset, and what I just call like an at-large pick. Your
Okay.
lock is 1 point if you get it right, -1 if you get it wrong. Your upset pick is 2 points if you get it right, no points if you get it wrong, and then your pick is just worth 1 point if it's right, no points if it's wrong. All right.
Okay.
We did this last week. We started with the guest. I'm gonna let you go first, Ari. You can take any pick in any order. What do you want to start with?
I'm gonna actually let you start. Go ahead.
Wait, I'm going first?
Yeah, please.
What is
I
this?
don't really know what I'm doing, man. Let's mix it up.
Okay. Well, shit. Now I'm on my toes. So now I'm between two. I'm between taking my lock or my upset. Um, Geez, you put me on the spot here, Ari. Okay, okay. I'm gonna take my upset, and my
Okay.
upset this week is gonna be Connor's Stroud Boys to beat Tommy's and Caleb Williams painted nails. So I'm taking my
Yeah.
upset. It's going to be Connor to upset Tommy. Kind of like some of Connor's matchups. Connor was really close to beating me this week. A couple more receptions from Kittle would have got him there.
Yeah.
Now, I also think Tank Dell has a bounce back. Tank Dell was I think it's going to be two out of the three wide receivers from the Texans every week that go off. And I'm just thinking law of averages, we're back to Tank Dell. So I'm taking Connor to upset Tommy.
Okay. Yeah, I think I agree with that, man. I think every year Tommy just has a stacked team and he makes very strategic moves. He's not like Alex where he makes a ton of moves. He does make some moves, but yeah, I think he's always just got a good team. But the Stroud boys, like I said, CJ being my new favorite quarterback, I like him a lot. So
He's
I
pretty
think I'm
sick.
gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with that as my upset as well.
No, 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 no. You got to pick someone else. We can't take the same matchup.
Okay, who's another matchup that you think?
Do you need me to pull up the screen? Do you not
Yeah,
have it
pull up
handy?
the screen for me, man. That'd be better for
All
me
right.
because
All right.
I got a lot of tabs open, you know.
Yeah, hang
It's
on. This is great footage here, Ari.
sorry, man. Cringe.
Can you
Just
see my
just for
screen
a
right
little
now?
bit. It still has the Reno Rose XL.
It does. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pull up the all right.
Sorry, take your time, bro. You might have to edit this out.
I don't edit anymore.
I
It's
know.
taking too much time.
I've seen all your videos. There's no editing.
No, dude, because here's the thing, is it would take me whatever, half hour, 45 minutes to film this. It would take me an hour to edit it.
Yeah.
And it was like it was
Honest.
doubling the amount of time it took me to do this. So now I cut the first little bit, I cut the last little bit, and then it gets
Mm-hmm.
uploaded. All right, so here's your matchups. Oh shoot, this is still week one. Let's pull up
Yeah,
week
switch to week
two.
two.
All
There
right.
it is, bro.
So I'm taking on Steven. You got Vote versus Junior in a tight matchup. I took Connor
Ah,
beating Tommy as my upset in a
okay.
battle of the own ones, and then you've got yourself versus Tanner, Jesse versus Peter. Now you don't have to take an upset. You can take a lock. You can take your at large, whatever you want to take.
Yeah, I think if you scroll up a little bit, Alex's matchup was
Real
looked
tight.
like real tight.
Yeah, so you
Um,
could take Alex as an upset.
yeah, let's take Alex as an upset.
Okay, that's a good one.
I think the champ he is probably the best team, but
Yeah, his team looks
uh,
stacked, huh?
yeah, his team is stacked. His team is stacked.
All right.
So
So that's your
yeah, okay.
upset. Anything else you want to talk about that one?
A-Rich looks good for Boski. I'm not sure who they're playing this week. The Colts. Who are they playing this week?
Colts got Green
It's a
Bay.
Green
Green Bay
Bay.
without Jordan
Ooh,
Love.
yeah. So yeah, I think he's gonna be so good this year. We'll see. But yeah, Tyreek Hill after all that bullshit that happened to him like the beginning of the game, like I think he's got a chip on his shoulder if he didn't already have one before. So yeah, let's ride. Let's ride with Alex's team.
All right. All right. So we're going with that. Okay, let's go back to the screen here real quick. I think if I do that, and then we go like that. All right. So you took vote. I'm assuming you can see the Excel spreadsheet again, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm now going to move on and I'm going to take my lock of the week is going to be Jesse over Peter. Jesse coming off obviously league high. Peter coming off a little less than league high. So I'm taking I'm taking Jesse as my lock to beat Peter. Yeah, just like I said, I actually think New Orleans has a good defense, so Dak Prescott could be a little bottled up. We'll see about Peters running backs. And I just don't think Stephon Diggs is going to get 2 touchdowns again. Chicago has a good defense. So I like Jesse I've got Jesse as a lock to beat Peter this week.
Okay.
So, all right, what do you got? Here, I guess I should pull this back up for you.
Thanks, bro. Um, yeah, scroll down to Kuzi's matchup. I think I think Ride My Bronco, Tanner's top, Seth's bottom team is a decent team. Like Joe Mixon like popped off. I think Wilson didn't get enough touches, but honestly, Rogers still has it. I think the chemistry with Lazard, I think it just brought him back to playing really well. But I actually do think, as much as I like Kuzi's team, I think that I'm gonna have Ride My Bronco as a lock.
You're taking it as
I
a
do think,
lock.
yeah, I
All
like his
right,
team.
let's go.
Yeah,
All right, we're taking
upset
Joe
and a
over.
lock.
I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that leaves 2 matchups. That leaves your matchup with Tanner left and my matchup with Steven. Let's see how this plays out. I'm just gonna take myself. I'm gonna take myself to beat Steven. Had a pretty good week last week. Yeah, again, negating my flex and my tight end. We'll see if I can correct a couple of those going into next week. If Ken, I think I've got a pretty solid team, and I think I will beat um, Steven this week. which leaves, so the only matchup left is the matchup between you and Tanner. So,
Mhm.
Ari, you get to call your shot here between yourself and Tanner.
You know, I'm not a big fan of me having just one QB. It's kind of like limiting and it's kind of frustrating because, uh, yeah, I just didn't take priority in a QB. And this is the league that you need to have two really good QBs. So, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I think this week is gonna be a little tough on me, but I got Mason. He's gonna hopefully gonna
Yeah,
take my
he could
wide
smash.
receiver. Yeah, so let's see how he does, man. And I just know I feel super bad for Lannister. Like, no, he's not the one with
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
with
yeah.
the
Steven.
Steven, yeah, with the CMC injury, and like I'm actually suffering from the exact same diagnosis. I'm not gonna compare myself to CMC. Obviously, he's a different specimen, but like all I know is that Achilles they take forever and forever. So I mean, I hope that CMC comes back strong, but um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how next week goes for both of our teams.
All right, so are you taking Tanner or are you taking yourself?
I'm gonna take Tanner.
Taking Tanner. All right. All right, well, there you have it. Those are the picks for the week. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see which one of the two of us can get out to an early lead. Okay, that's gonna do it for our picks. With that, then Ari will move in and just let you finish out with any final thoughts or any address you have for the lead.
Nothing, man. Nothing really. From my perspective, I'm just digging this fantasy. I'm slowly kind of coming back and absorbing it. It's just like taking all of my time. I didn't do too much prepping up for this draft, but like I'm okay with my team. I'll take it. But yeah, I'm excited to see how these next few weeks look, and then if Seth's gonna get the three-peat, and I want to see Kuzi dressed up in a penis costume, giant penis costume. So I'm excited to be back in this league, man. It's gonna be good like it usually is.
Yeah, stoked to have you. This is definitely, I think, the best 12-man crew we've had since we've been doing Reno, bro. So I'm really excited about
Yeah,
that. Appreciate, like I said, stoked to have you back. Stoked that I think we're gonna have a pretty good punishment uh, enjoyment watch for all of us. So thank you, Ari, for your time. Thank you, Reno Bros, for watching. And we will end as we always do, despite Tanner forgetting, and say, peace out, Reno Bros.
peace out, bro.